Hey guys, Duane Richards, Real D2D. Today we're going to talk about being prey and a victim to the environment we live in, or rather we're going to get out and be hunted. Now, I bring that up because there are so many real estate agents in the world, and so many sit back and are wounded or say, I can't accomplish and I can't do all these things. And then there's those that go out and they go dominate, and they're the hunters, and they're not just eaten alive. So who do you want to be? Do you want to be prey, or do you guys want to be the hunter in 2025? I'm going to give you 5 steps that you have to take if you're going to win in 2025. The first one's vision. You've got to have a vision that's going to take you where you want to go. That means you should have a vision board. You should have every item you want to accomplish on that vision board, and then you should spell it out. If it's a trip to Italy with your family, how much is that going to cost? How many deals do I need to sell in order to accomplish that? How much effort am I going to have to put in order to hit that many deals? You should have every detail spelled out on your vision so that when it comes time, you don't have to think about it. You're ready to go and you're able to accomplish that. So number one, you've got to have the vision. You've got to have the why. You've got to have all of the things spelled out. And then you've got to pick the top 2. Out of that vision, if you got 10 items on there, pick the top 2 you're going to check off. How fast can you check them off? Put all of your energy and effort into accomplishing those top 2 things. Once those top 2 things are accomplished, then you can work on to the next ones. Too often, I hear people hold up their vision boards and say, by the end of the year, I want to accomplish this. Well, we all know what happens. By the end of the year, they haven't accomplished any because they didn't identify which one they were going to hit first, how fast they were going to hit it, and what ends up happening is they go at a slow pace, and then it doesn't happen. A good friend of mine, Jeremy Davis, always says this. He says, a confused mind will always say no. A confused mind is, hey, we're going to do something, but we don't know how we're going to do it. We don't know when we're going to do it. And guess what? The answer is always no. You didn't do it. You didn't accomplish. So today, your first thing you're going to do is create that vision. You're going to identify the top 2 things that are most important to you that you can check off the quickest, and then you're going to go hard at them. You're going to push everything you've got to accomplishing those first 2 things, which drives me into step number 2. You've got to have the drive. So in our coaching call today, we had someone that said, hey, I had to get up at 5:30 this morning. It sucked. It was horrible, but I knew I had to do it because that's what I put on my board. Guys, the drive part of it is where most people get lost. They struggle to get out and do something consistently. Consistency is the key. You have to consistently do it over and over and over until you find the success. So if that means, hey, I want to get an investment property. Jeffrey down in Alabama is wanting to have a 4-plex. And so his goal is to have that by March 21st. I mean, he's dialed in down to the day. He needs to have $100,000 to be able to invest in this 4-plex. In order to get that $100,000, he needs to sell so many homes. Now, to do that, he's going to have to get out and prospect and do 300 to 350 contacts a day. Now we get into the drive. It sucks to get out of the car. It sucks to get out and have to grind to be able to achieve that. That's something where we have to be okay with putting in the effort, studying, putting in the hard work, the grind, the no's, the failed contract, the things that fall through, in order to say, I'm willing to put in all this effort to get where I want to be. And if you'll put in the effort and you have the drive and the consistency, you will hit everything on your vision board and you'll have it checked off. Step 3, focus. So the focus comes in by knowing where we need to go and putting all of that energy on there. We've talked about picking out the top 2. So stay consistently focused on those top 2 until they're done. Pick the next 2. Stay consistently focused on those until they're done. Having that focus is what's going to help you get everything on your board checked off. Number 4, get on a team. Have someone to hold you accountable. Get around people that are more successful than you are. The problem we have with most real estate agents is they are in brokerages where most people don't perform. So it's okay for them to just fall into the crowd of non-performing people. Guess what? Those are the people that get eaten alive by those that are successful. So if you want to continue to be prey, you're going to hang out with all those people where failure is okay. selling 3 homes a year is okay. If you want to get to where you're a baller and you're selling a ton of homes, you got to get around people selling 50 homes a year. And that's the standard, because then you're going to want to raise to that standard. So get with a team, get with a coach where all of his people are selling high volume, where the expectation is higher. I expect my agents to put someone under contract at Real D2D every week. If you don't have someone pushing you to that standard, are you going to hit it? No, because standard says I can sell 10 homes a year, 3 homes a year, and that's okay. It's not okay at all. You can do way more than that. So let's get with the right people and build up that average to where you want to be better than average, and the average is so much higher than normal. See, I think you should be selling 50 homes a year. That's average to me. That's who you want to get around. The last one is 5 is education. So educate yourself. Find ways in which you're learning and growing and getting better each and every day. That means books. If you're struggling with something, pull out a book. Jeremy Davis, a lot of you guys follow his stuff. The kid reads 120 plus books a year. That's phenomenal. I wished I had that kind of dedication to do that. I don't, but I always read 25. And guys, that's on my goal this year again, is 25 more books. And doing a master's program as well. So I'm continuing educating myself to get better and better and better. And guys, when you educate yourself, you will win every time. There's nothing in life that you can't accomplish when you stop and learn how to do it. Read a book, watch a video, get with people that know how to do it, learn from them, apply that knowledge. There will never be a time in my life when I will look back and say, I made it. I don't need to learn anymore. I'm here. Succeed, check. We should always be learning. And if you're not learning where you're at, if you're stagnant where you're at, if you're not growing where you're at and people aren't pushing you where you're at, you need to make a change. So we moved from EXP to Real for a reason. And that reason is it's so much easier for us to influence and guide and direct people. And you can do that too. And so I would tell you, if your vision isn't big enough to where you're looking at yourself as not only a massive agent, but you're recruiting agents across the United States, you're in the wrong spot. You need to get education on how you can do that, how fast you can do that, how you can build not yourself just into a real estate agent, but into a business owner where you're running an organization, where you're making a lot of money. Guys, don't think too small. It's 2025. It's going to be a massive year, and you have got to get out and win big and make things happen. And it all depends on you. So guys, I look forward to seeing you and your success. Make sure you comment below some of the things you're going to do, your top 2 goals, how fast you're going to do it, and why it's important to you. I'd love to see the comments. I'd love to hold you accountable to those. I'd love to talk to you about joining our team or getting in our coaching program. I'd love to help you hit that success in 2025 that you're capable of doing with the right personnel around you. Guys, thanks for watching and have a massive new year.